This is me, poking around in my closet. Why am I crawling around in my closet? And here I am again on the floor running tape along my baseboards. If you must know, I am using masking tape. I make use of masking tape in my projects for a variety of reasons. Why am I applying masking tape? Keep watching for all the answers, helpful pointers, clever hacks, and more. Hi, I'm Kay, and I'm so glad you tuned in. Masking tape. Boring, right? Think again. Today I'm revealing 3 surprising reasons why I use masking tape. These reasons may even be controversial. This everyday item is a must-have around the house. First, it absorbs water slowly. Second, it seals like a pro. And 3, it can stand up to freezing temperature for weeks. There, I said it. After watching this video, I'm sure you'll never look at masking tape the same way again. I wonder what the outcome will be. Stay tuned. I really like using masking tape, and while it is well known that masking tape is very versatile, which is why I like using it, there are still many people who aren't aware of its many uses other than to tack something on a wall or as a protective border when painting. The fact is though, masking tape may not be the best choice for painting. For painting, we have painter's tape, specifically designed. You will recognize them by their bright blue and green colors. Yes, by their colors you shall know them. But I never use masking tape for painting, and you can, but I stick to painter's tape for that. And I also never use painter's tape for labeling. You can, but I use masking tape for that. Masking tape is for light-duty, general uses like temporarily holding together craft projects, labeling, and easy fixes at home or school. I remember it very well in my days in school many eons ago, but I only recall using it like this. Simple, right? Fortunately for me, many years later, I was reintroduced to masking tape when my drafting teacher suggested its use, especially when working with vellum paper, probably because of its easy stick, peel, and stick again capabilities. Since then, I've come up with ways to use masking tape in more ways than most people would even consider, which might make me a bit odd. Notice how it can be easily peeled from its host and be reused again. My experience has taught me that masking tape works best on smooth, hard, and intact surfaces such as plastics, glass, ceramics, and laminate, to name a few. Masking tape is very useful because while you are crafting, you can use it to hold up your projects as seen here. Here's a simple example using foam board. Are you a caterer? Do you cater? Try using masking tape to help you with your inventory by numbering and applying a small, neat square to each bottom of your plates and cups to keep track, or even the bottom of your chairs. You can also place your ID in a discreet location on the inner leg. And peel off as needed. This masking tape has been on here for about 5 months now.
Because I had to use it when I was getting my faucet fixed. I use it to cover the faucet area so that no one will use it.
Masking tape is 100 years old, so you know it has clout. It was created by Richard Drew in 1925. I won't delve into the history, that would take up another video, and anyway, this is not a history channel.
Now I want to show you how amazing masking tape is. Okay. All right. So I have some soap. I'm pour some water. I can wash this, and it still stays in place. It really doesn't get the credit that it deserves. Masking tape. So if you need to label something, and it's going to get wet, and it's going to go into the fridge, masking tape is really excellent for that. Okay.
Masking tape adheres well, but it depends on what you're doing with it.
Let me quickly show you how amazing this masking tape really is. So I've had this chicken in the fridge for about, what, a week now. See how easy that is to come off? See what I mean? That's why I love the masking tape. Yeah, it's really good in the kitchen. And anywhere else too for that matter, but really good in the kitchen. What I'm going to show you now is my frozen chicken inside a freezer. It's been in there since the day I packaged it, and it's been sitting in there for now maybe a couple of weeks. Chicken, right? So this is chicken, seasoned chicken that I stuck in the freezer a couple of weeks ago, and it has its label and the date. Okay, this is what I like to use masking tape for. I'm going to remove this. I don't need the chicken, but I just want to show you how great this is, the masking tape. Once you put it on, it's been in the freezer like for this while, this much time, and see what I mean? See how easy it is, and it comes off. So it's very, and this is from, okay, today is the 27th. No, that's a lie. This is Sunday the 31st. And it's been in there since the 12th of August.
Masking tape can manage the cold for a good period of time. Did you spot how easily I was able to peel the masking tape from the plastic bag? I found that once the frozen item and the masking tape begin to thaw, the masking tape loses its ability to stick again, like this. It's an interesting observation.
See?
The proof is in the pudding.
And I also have more too, just to prove it. I also have these in here too. It's been in there for a while. All right. And you see how it's stuck back on? I was able to stick it back on. I was able to stick that back on. August the 12th. All right. There you go.
Masking tape, worthy to be praised. Do you have leftover food? Place in a freezer bag, fold over to make snug, and secure with a pre-labeled strip of masking tape placed in the freezer.
And then I store them in my freezer, just like that. And I'm gonna put it, see? And I'm gonna put it into really, really intact. I've placed it on a mat so I can cut it nice and neat and straight. Use a utility knife.
I make use of masking tape, but each time I do so in small quantities because there is a negative side to using masking tape, and that is it does not biodegrade. Take note that if masking tape gets old or is exposed to extreme hot and cold temperatures, the backing becomes hard and the tape rips as it is pulled from the roll. This is known as slivering. I usually make small labels and waste as little as possible.
I have a little piece left over from the ones I cut, and because I might just lose this, it's a little fan that was given to me. I am going to place this right here.
Masking tape is ideal for labeling. It's cost-effective, handy, and all it takes is a quick peel, label, and stick.
Permanent marker, yellow fan, so I know that this is the charger, this fan, right? So if I lose it, because you end up losing so many things. I have so many chargers and I forget what they're for. Dates. This one's been on so long that it's starting to peel because I use this one. So I put whatever it is, I put it on so I don't forget what it's for.
I have quite a few USBs, so I make sure to label all of them with the subject or event and the date. This one here is very special to me, and I can't afford to lose it.
Do you need a quick subject divider?
Divide your notebook into subjects. Take note, a quick and easy hack using masking tape. Are you still there? Hold on, we're nearing the end. I'm pretty sure that by now you've figured it all out. What am I doing? If you think you have the answer, let me know in the comments. Discard used tape by separating it from any recyclable material and throw it out in regular garbage. Are you still wondering? Okay, this is a big giveaway, but if you haven't figured it out yet, don't worry. In the meantime, I'd like to say I hope you enjoyed this bit of content, and I hope that so far there is at least one interesting or new something you can take with you after watching this video. This countertop has a tiny gap. It's not bad, but it could be a potential problem. What to do?
Sometimes water kind of just trickles in, not a lot, but sometimes, you put dishes there and the dishes may have some water in it. It may trickle out of the dish or cup or whatever, or the spoon, and it might land right here, and it goes into the crevice or this crack or the seal, whatever you want to refer to it as. I want to get a whole new counter. The budget isn't friendly right now, so for the moment, this is what I'm going to do.
I think I'm going to apply 2 strips. By the time this video gets published, it will only be a few days of testing. My plan is to test for at least 2 weeks, so I will give you a quick update in my next video. I can't wait to see how well this tape holds up. Oh boy! I know masking tape is not waterproof, but I can quickly dab at the occasional drops of water that will come into contact with it. This will be interesting, and anyway, I won't have to use the towel.
We'll leave it there until the money starts to trickle in like water does, and we'll fix it. But hopefully for now, it'll be it'll give some protection against water getting into the lift.
After 5 long hours, I noticed something interesting, and that is both the masking tape on the tray and the glass cup still had a significant amount of water still sitting on its surface. Now folks, this was 5 hours later. I set out to observe how masking tape absorbed water using the simple setup you see here. My initial goal was to understand why the masking tape on the plastic basin, as seen earlier in the video, managed to hold on so well even after being washed multiple times. What I discovered was interesting. The tape over the tray absorbed water faster than the tape over the glass cup. The reason is because the tray provided a solid surface beneath the masking tape, causing faster absorption. In contrast, the tape over the cup had no contact surface underneath, which significantly slowed the absorption. And after 18 hours, the water on the tray was fully absorbed, while the tape on the cup still held a noticeable amount. This difference is due to what is called capillary action, which is the movement of liquid within the spaces of a porous material due to forces of adhesion, cohesion, and surface tension. This wasn't intended to be a formal experiment, but it ended up being a surprisingly effective demonstration of a fundamental scientific principle. I believed that the masking tape on both the plastic tray and the glass cup would get absorbed at an equal rate, and that I could watch the process through the glass cup. Little did I know I would be observing for a long time. It took 18 hours for 1 drop of water to seep through the masking tape and into the glass cup. Masking tape is perfect for sealing large gaps in your quarter rounds / baseboards and keeps those little critters from hiding underneath them. We've reached the end and the final hint. I hope you had fun. Like and share. And if you like my content, hit the subscribe button. Join me next time on Domestic mix.
Hallelujah, now I can push back the dressing. Wrap it into place.
Stay inspired. Watch clever home hacks and feel good ideas every week on Domestic Mix.